All life originates from a single source, a source that bestows upon us our first breaths. Women are the blood in the veins of this world. In this episode, we'll be exploring the young women in the creative industry, how they've been changing it and how it has changed them. The women of Johannesburg are its heartbeat. So let's go take its pulse. This is MAKHUWANI.
This is a HomageBeats. Actress, but commonly known as a model. At the age of 7, she started doing pageants. Fast forward to some years later, where she's now the face for certain brands and campaigns such as Darling Hair Products and MTN, to her putting the cherry on top and landing a role in the SABC1 series Makoti. We met with her at Dazzler's to get insight on what it means to be a lady with big dreams in such a big city.
Driving poker, bro. Driving the poker, dude. This is oh, guys. I would have bumped the car by now.
I actually didn't know all of this is like this side. MAKHUWANI. Pretty much discovering new places day by day.
God, no.
Yeah. What up, really? Something like, are you guys? You good? You guys look professional. Are you ready? Good.
So where's the one place that you have to come in order for you to achieve all your big dreams? The big city, MAKHUWANI. Skolisela Mabunda, a female from Limpopo, Takalani, a small location. She made sure at a very young age she knew what she wanted to do. But with that being said, I'm pretty sure she had her own perception of how the big city might be. So we're going to have a sit down, get more insights, and just see where one has to go in order for them to make it in life and what one has to do.
My name's Nathan and I run this space, which is Dazzler's Cafe, which is basically a cafe in conjunction with Puma, hence the Dazzler's name. And yeah, we're basically a cafe space, but also a venue space and a community space. People who come work and have some coffee, have some food, and have a good time.
Wanna mine? Are you good?
Nupukile kunjani?
and then she decided to speak her own language. But it is what it is. Are you good though?
Identity is very important. I'm very good. Thanks on yourself.
I am good. I'm happy. So, I mean, you from Limpopo, right, Tani? You grew up in a small location.
My whole concept about Johannesburg was that this is where all things happen, man. You know, coming from Limpopo, from a place with such limited resources.
Yeah.
I mean, we all people that want to be in the entertainment industry, want to find themselves here.
Yeah.
So for me, the whole concept about Johannesburg was that I'm gonna be in Joburg. You know, a lot of pressure, a lot of you know, it's a new environment for me. So I also needed to adapt.
Okay.
And just that. I didn't think too much into it.
Ooh,
and maybe because I was still very young during the time I relocated from Limpopo to the side. So
I mean, like, as much as you are coming into Johannesburg, studying within the creative industry, right? How many people did you have to convince in terms of like, I want to do this? Because I'm pretty sure from a young age, you really wanted to be like a star.
I've always, you know what, I've never dreamt of becoming anything else than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, every single day you need to like convince people. You just need to work hard.
Okay.
And somehow, someday you'll find that one person that believes in you, or other people that believes in your talent.
Of course.
So yeah, it's about taking chance. And you know, in life, it's about taking chances. You just need to chance throughout. So that's what I'm not honestly really focusing much on how many people need to take me in, who needs to focus on me and stuff like that. I know that there is a reason why I'm here, and God is gonna make it all through for me. So
Shout out to Brad G one time. Shout out to Brad G. I would also love to know, right? Because I mean, the creative entertainment industry, it's male dominated in a way, right? What are the challenges that you had to go through as a female trying to make it?
I don't think I've I don't think I've gone through that as yet, but I'm yet to experience, because a lot of people have their own have their own saying about, this is a man doing this, man doing that. I hear a lot of stories, but I haven't went through that as yet, and I'll see when I get there, you know what I mean? But one challenge that I faced thus far is, going into that space, when you're on set, people, men are very, they're very, how you guys are. So men are how trash. You guys are. So
Men are trash.
But at the end of the day, I'm there for work.
Okay. Besides being an actor, right, actress and modeling, what would you love to pursue?
What would I love to pursue one day? I'd love to see myself, writing and producing. I would love to see myself in that space.
Okay.
But I'm still thinking about it. I'm yet to discover what more else I can do in this industry. I'll see when I get there. I'll see.
Self-discovery.
Yeah, self-discovery. I'm in that lane.
Speaking about that, right? There are some things that you have to go through in terms until you find yourself at like a specific position, right? So what were those things you went through, like internally? What did you have to deal with? Because some people go through insecurities, or I'm not too beautiful enough. What did you go through, and how did you overcome that?
You know what? Growing up, I struggled so much in academics.
Okay.
So, I failed a lot, and there was a lot of rejection and stuff like that.
Of course.
So, by the time I moved down the side to start my career, it wasn't much of a problem because I had already gone through that.
Yeah.
So now all of my struggles it made me so strong that even my skin color, skin color or how I speak or how I walk has nothing to do with where I'm going.
Yeah.
So my mind is not even there. I know that there's a reason why I'm here. I'm telling you, there's a reason why everyone is where they are today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get there regardless of my skin color, regardless of how many times I failed. So that to me isn't much of a problem.
I love your confidence. I really love your confidence.
We try.
I saw this one picture that you once posted, and you were very young. You started modeling at like 7, right?
Yeah, I was very young.
Tell me all about that. The whole process of you being young and ending up to be in a position that you are. What would you tell your younger self? Like, if you could go back on some, slowly, I am the future you. I see you, kid, but you need to learn 1, 2, 3. What would you say to that?
What would I say?
Yeah.
You know what? I always say to people, this industry is like a calling. You know what I mean? It's like a strong calling. We are called to be in this industry. It's for the tough. It's so hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And growing up, as young as I was, from the picture you saw, I was just very young. But I was there on stage modeling, and you know what I mean, doing the things that needs to be done. What would I tell my younger self?
Yes.
I'd say, dear beautiful brown-skinned girl,
Brown-skinned
love
girl.
yourself through your own eyes.
Yeah,
And appreciate yourself through your own heart.
of course.
That's all that I would say to that young girl. Yeah, that's all that I would say. You know, there's nothing that goes beyond than loving yourself. If you can only love yourself and appreciate who you are, believe me, there's nothing that can stop you.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like that. But then, okay, you've spoken to your younger self. What are your plans in the future? Maybe in 5 years? You know, adding on to you being a writer. Are we talking Emmys? Are we talking Oscars? What's going on?
I would love to believe so. I'd love to believe that one day I'm gonna get that Oscar. I'm gonna, you know what? But my plans is to just continue working hard. It's just to continue working hard. I don't want to set a time frame for myself or anything else like that. You know, I've taught myself to relax.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in this industry, you just need to relax. Everything will happen accordingly.
Yeah.
So I see myself as, I don't know. Actually, I'm honest at this point, guys. I'm still discovering myself. I'm new into the industry, but I know that there's something, and I'm yet to discover. So you'll know soon.
Yeah. Everyone, that is Xolisile Mabunda, beautiful brown skin girl. Be ready. All I'm saying is be ready to see her in the future. And if you don't know her, go follow her on Instagram. What is your handle?
Xolisile _Mabunda.
Away.
Yeah, it's SXOLISILE_MABUNDA.
Listen to that, guys. Listen to that. You can also catch her on Makoti SABC1. Keep it locked, guys. MAKHUWANI, episode 4. It's all about the females. Give love, recognize brown skin girl. Hey,
Yes,
all about the world. It is what it is. It is what it was. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, I'm really happy I got a female perspective of how how it is in Johannesburg. So stay tuned. It's about to go down. You know what it is. MAKHUWANI, episode 4, baby. Keep it locked. Melville, 7th Street. This is literally where it goes down. Pop culture, fun, comedy, drinks, wines, fashion, thrift shopping. You can find it all here. Yes, you know what it is. We are at Spilt Milk Social Cafe in Auckland Park, 7th Street, Melville. They have great coffee, cappuccino, pastries, everything. But this is where we're about to have our interview with the lady today, and I'm excited for her to see the place and also enjoy the food. So yeah, if you're around the place, come through, catch this food and enjoy it. Trust me, you won't regret.
I'm trying to be an influencer. That's what influencers do.
I think I needed this
Okay.
because I'm warm now. You know what I'm saying? As we wait.
Cold today, bro.
Yeah, man, pretty much. You see, I'm warm, man. It's like North Dakota. It's really cold. It's really cold.
It's very easy to lose yourself once you are in the big city. Also having big dreams. So this person that I'm about to interview today is she I feel like she's seen the way. I feel like she knows herself and where she wants to be. So pretty much this episode or the segment of the episode is wrapped around her identity as a model and where she wants to see herself. From so many accolades, she has a story to tell, and I can't wait for you guys to see this and get to know her. Spilt Milk. We're gonna have a great coffee. If that makes sense, great coffee. We're gonna have some coffee and just relax and talk about future, identity, and everything that wraps around women. Come through all these places, giving a bang, swap, dazzling, come through, pa, Spilt Milk, Social Cafe, come through, pa, Boho Cafe, okay, Red Street, come through. You know, it's one of those places. They're hidden. They are around. You just need to explore these places. Just, you know, teach yourself to explore places. As much as people have a very different perception of how Johannesburg is, go out of your way.
Knowing your identity is the first step in becoming successful. Miss Nkuna, a model that transformed into a goddess, already has that figured out. From her first big break at the age of 17 to walking the runway for names like Gert Johan Kutia and David Tlale, we're about to find out what makes her tick.
So yeah, Spilt Milk, chilling with the one and only beautiful brown skin girl, Miss Nkuna. Like, dude, you are really tall.
Yeah, 1.78 meters tall.
I don't even know how tall I am.
And I got these 2 meters added extra.
Okay, I see you. I see you with the stylish and everything. Okay, like give me a short description of who you are.
Who is Muki, aka Miss Nkuna? She is a young model from South Africa. Well, born and bred in Limpopo. I was born in Netherlands and then we moved to, I was probably like 5 days. We moved to Limpopo in Ramaphale, just outside Kiani. And yeah, she's a model, she's a student, she's a lover of life. She's a businesswoman also.
That is so dope. With that transition, I'm very big on identity, right? So we are in Johannesburg, it's a big city, good place for you to like establish all your big dreams, right? So tell me, like, didn't you have any problems in terms of like moving around?
Actually, no.
Okay.
To be honest, no. I've never lived in one place for more than 5 years.
Okay.
So I've always moved around. So I've always found it very easy to make friends. So nanyanuka, papa, like
okay.
in my nature. And I've always made it easy to make friends. Work also. I'm multilingual, so it makes it easier.
Can you speak Chivenda?
Yeah, chamba Chivenda.
Wamba Chivenda, mano ayani, uvalimpopo, ndi modlele. Wow. Okay.
I speak all 9 languages except for Afrikaans and Ndebele.
Yeah. Okay, so for tell me this, right? Have you always knew that you were going to be a model at some point of your life?
No.
Okay.
Actually, like for me to be a model, it was like a favor to a friend. So a friend was like, yo, I'm doing this presentation for this big fashion show. Would you do the photographs for me? And I was like, okay, no problem, I'll do them. This was 2013 when I was 17 years old. I was taking a gap year. And I did the photos and a week later he's like, yo, so client wants to book you do you wanna are you interested in this
Yeah,
thing? I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
sure, no problem. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have rehearsals. I'm like, no problem. I've got time. Anyway, and 2 weeks later, I find myself on Well Stages, and I'm like, honey, you didn't tell me this.
I mean, you are out there walking. What is it? The Mercedes Benz.
It was the former Mercedes-Benz Fashion
Okay.
Week.
Yeah.
So Tshwane municipality was collaborating with a few designers to introduce them to the mainstream market. So my friend was like, okay, he was a photographer. I was like, yo, I'm shooting for this designer. He wants to showcase. Neville. He wants to showcase at this fashion show. Do you want to do it? I did that. And then they booked me for the show.
I mean, that's almost like a big break, right?
It was like my biggest break.
How do you deal with that? I want to know, as much as you really want to achieve everything, right? How do you deal with that?
Imagine your first big break. You walk out and you see Petrus sitting front stage.
I am gone. I am literally gone.
If my legs didn't fall apart at that moment, I thought they would never. Honestly, I don't know how I handled it, but I did. I had no training at all. I remember getting backstage and starting to change, and the show director Adiola was like, Milky, what are you doing? You are in curtain call.
Yeah.
I had to get out. I remember in the picture, I came out and I was holding on to my skirt so it doesn't fall off because I had taken it off before I could. So I don't know how I handled it, but I survived it.
You survived it.
I survived it.
If it wasn't modeling,
if it wasn't modeling, I would be. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
you don't know.
I do not know.
So
I wanted to be a doctor at some point, an engineer at some point.
Okay, I get that. How do you feel about females in the creative industry? Because as much as you might say, okay, it's creativity, it's sort of male dominated in a way.
In the creative industry, as a whole,
including music, film,
it's
everything.
It's a male dominated, and females don't have it easy.
Okay.
And we all know that, the whole system is getting into the whole system. It's created for men as opposed to for women.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult, and I find that they struggle a lot. I have a lot of creative friends, female friends, and they find it very difficult because they're like, no, you can't work as a photographer because the equipment's gonna be heavy for you.
Of course.
You can't do this because you're a woman. You can't. Then you have the biological journey that women go through as a whole, and it makes it even extra difficult. But they're striving, they're doing it, they're pushing.
I love that.
A lot of women are pushing,
love
and
that.
I really appreciate that they're opening doors for those to come, because it's not easy. Young woman, it's not easy. You have to grovel
a lot. Okay, so tell me, right? You believe in the universe steering people into. Yeah, right. With that being said, you are a model. What do you want to do in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, well, right now I'm currently finishing off my degree.
Okay.
So, BCom in economics.
Yeah.
And I've always been much passionate about plants and vegetation and feeding people as a whole.
Yeah.
And in the next 5 years, I want to get into the agronomics business.
I do not know what that is, but I'll just look it up.
Economics.
Okay.
And I also see myself having, inspired a lot of females, a lot of young girls from where I come from to aim higher. Because I always look at where I come from and I'm just like,
not too many resources.
not much inspiration around the kids.
Of course.
I want to be able to be a role model.
Okay.
At the moment, I do have people we look up to you, and I'm just like, no, I want to build a brand that young girls can look up to and be like, you know what, she did it.
Of course.
She did it, so I can do it also.
Okay, with that being said, right? Big break, 17 years old. If you could go back in the past and give yourself advice, that 17-year-old self advice, what would you say?
Baby girl, don't be scared of anything.
Yeah.
there's nothing to be scared of. Everybody else is rooting for you. They've got your back. So don't hold yourself back. Because I feel like sometimes I had held myself back because I was like, yo, you're gonna look at me different. You know, I'm not as glamorous as models. I'm not
killing it
this. But you know, over the years I've come to learn that, you know, this thing is you grow into it. So
Growth and finding yourself.
you're
all of
finding
that.
yourself. It comes with growth, how you get to learn yourself and you get to evolve as a person also.
Okay.
Then it makes it easier for you to work.
I mean, speaking about going back home, teaching the kids and everything like that, right? Where does one begin? You are at a point now where you are an image that girls can look up to, but then you need to go back and start something. So where do you begin, if that really makes sense?
Where you begin is your circle.
Okay.
I bet you in your circle, you know 5-6 girls or 5-6 young boys that are struggling with one or other aspect in their lives. You start there.
Yeah.
Then you expand to others.
Okay.
So it's social media also. You get a lot of people on social media post, guys, I'm gonna do this. Whoever responds. People at first are gonna be skeptical, yes. But at first, the first 2, the first 3, you get to do your job and you get to do it right. And then you get to perfect your craft. So you start there, you start small, you don't wanna start with big additions. Now you having no, you start small.
Time,
you
patience,
If you have to start by one person, then do that. If you have to start by 2 kids, then do that. So do it at your own pace so that you know you pace yourself, you prepare yourself, you you get it going.
Yeah. I really enjoy that talk with you. I wish we could chill more, talk about more things.
Have some more,
you know, because you're such a welcoming spirit, you know. But with that being said, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You're gonna have to look at the camera and tell the people back home in Chivenda or Ngachitonga, and you say it's been good. MAKHUWANI, a big city. Come do your thing.
And Noma Kamakhalula Akiani and Nzelokore Ajoni Kawashi Chalisa like Sana, come realize your dreams, come work hard for your dreams, and you know, anything's possible. So Nanja can go in.
Novipa Amba Changani Kajoni. Rianepal. Yeah, like it's such a nice Kajoni.
Ajoni, hi Kajoni.
Oh, Ajoni.
Yes, and we still don't know how Johannesburg became Joni, but you know.
I mean,
Joni.
It is what it is. Thank you so much for viewing this. Trust you're gonna love it. Peace. Beautiful interview with the finest ladies in the industry, a model, actress, all of that. But now I'm about to chill with one of the people that have been around my come up throughout this year. Her name is Untitled, an upcoming actress, model. She wants to do everything. So I just want to get insights on her view and how she thinks she can make it in the big city.
Hello. My name is Takalani Chipota, and you are watching MAKHUWANI. Watch this space, I might just take this job. Mr. Takalani Chipota. Hey! How are you? How do you feel I'm about to take your job?
Let's just have a sit down and have this interview. Yes, it's just like Takii. Say the name right and spell it right. She nearly took my job, but hey, it is what it is. I am out here chilling with the dude. Like, you have a beautiful smile. Can you just smile for me? That's how you say what's up.
Thank you so
How are you?
much. I'm absolutely well, thanks you.
I am good. I am cold. Joburg weather is really confusing.
Honestly, it's terrible.
Right. So I had an interview with people, two ladies, beautiful brown skinned girls. You're also a brown skinned girl, and we just had to talk about one making it, right? you are currently studying something in the media industry, and you've done things in the industry, right? So today I decided to end this whole episode just chilling with you and getting a perspective of how it is to be in the industry as a female, and how you see Johannesburg and literally everything that there is to talk about. So yeah, man, just describe yourself to the people in just 3 words.
Describe myself in just 3 words.
Yes.
Sure. Very passionate. I'm a very passionate young woman. I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm unrelenting. Relentless optimist as well.
Okay. I chill with the bombastic words.
Oh, mama, really?
I see you, young Punang. Okay, I get that, right? We are in Johannesburg, right? And there's pretty much like 1 million people that really want the one spot.
Absolutely.
Like, you want to be an actress, you want to be a DJ, you want to do so many things, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
But what makes you different from the others?
I guess it's what I bring to the table. I'm passionate about what I do.
Of course.
And I work on my craft daily. You know, I realize that it's difficult in this industry to get to where you need to be. That's why I ensure that I work on myself each and every day, in every aspect of my life, in order for me to be the best and do the best that I can.
Yeah, that's dope.
No, nobody can do what Takii say you can do, because I am Takii. Nobody can do it better than myself, you know?
That's cool. You from Jamestown, right?
Yes, from the east side.
Shout out to
From
East
the
Side.
east side.
Anyway, Joburg, so you grew up, that means like you grew up in Johannesburg.
Yes, I'm Joburg baby.
I mean, I'm a vendor baby.
Yeah.
And I've had my own perception of the city. But you being based around and bred this side, what has been your perception of Johannesburg?
You know, I love being in the city. You know, as much as it's a buzz, etc. I love that there are so many opportunities.
Yeah.
So for me, since I was, a youngin, I knew that there are plenty of opportunities for me, and I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
So I've always been able to do things from a young age.
Yeah.
You know, getting a job, of course, isn't that easy, but it's easy.
I already see endorsements. Let me bless you right now.
Thank you.
Endorsements.
Amen.
About my deals, about my what you signing. That's you.
Amen.
That's literally
Thank
you.
you so much.
But okay, you have a presenting face. Tell me, do you have any passion working behind the scenes?
Absolutely.
Okay, as well.
Absolutely. You know, that's exactly what I went to school for. I'm a graduate of AFDA.
Shout out to that.
I did the HC course, and it really focuses on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, being able to assist camera department, grips, production, anything, you know, and having learned all the things that I've learned in AFDA, I
mean,
love
with
it.
that being said, right? Working behind the scenes, it's tricky.
Yeah.
You know,
Trust me, I
especially
know.
it's tricky. So, are you ready?
I absolutely am,
You're
especially
ready,
with the
right?
experience that I have, without a doubt.
That's dope. But then how do you? Because like a lot of the stereotype around women getting involved behind the scenes, camera, all of that. How do you feel about that? Like honestly speaking, how do you feel about that?
You know, all over the world, you know, women are facing a lot of problems in the workplace. But I feel like for us in South Africa, it's even worse because we are in a male-dominated society.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult because women have to now show that they have to work twice as hard. They have to work twice as hard and have to show that they are working. So it's difficult to work in a place where you always have to prove yourself, you know. But my experiences have all been absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. All the productions that I've worked with, they've seen my work. Even if I'm a girl, they were able to say, you need to do this and that, regardless of whether I'm a girl or not.
Of course.
So, yeah.
I mean, okay. Who do you look up to? I mean, like in terms of like women.
A lot of people. A lot of women.
Like just one that you like. Okay, I really draw inspiration from this person. For me specifically saying.
At the moment, because I feel like they change with time.
Okay.
At the moment, it's definitely Nomzamo. I love her. I love her work ethic. Of course, it's always going to be Bonar. I love Bonar. And Basitana Kumalo definitely.
I mean, quick. Just give them that whole. I just need that. Hello, it's just please.
Should I give it to them?
Yes.
Alright. Dumelanka fela libito like I can tell you saying Shaba Mutang Mamudisa Mutanyai. And you are watching Makhuwa.
What are you saying to this beautiful talent right now? I am so happy that you came by. We have more to see in the future, and I mean, you nearly took my job over there, so I mean, you could be like a young.
Can I,
Yeah, of course.
Can we co-host?
Could we?
No.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
This is it. This is where it all started. The city that stole in my heart. It's painted with the dreams of the creatives that are trying to survive. That's all we can do here. Survive. This was a journey, and like every journey, there must be an end. The women we interviewed for this episode have shown that gender norms cannot stifle creativity, and as such, they have become successful against all odds. The lesson I take away from this, from all the people we've met, is that this is the city of gold. If you work hard enough, hit the grind, and force that success, the city might accept you, but if you don't fight it, it'll eat you alive. All of the creatives featured in this show have all gone on to bigger and better things. Who knows what life has in store for them? Well, as for me, I've been changed. My life has changed. Walking the streets of this place and walking with its people, I think some of that gold is starting to rub off on me. This was MAKHUWANI.